Yep. Let's
Holy shit,
go.
finally it's good. Finally it's good. All right, man. I have so much to talk about. I have to talk about Donald Trump today.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean,
I'm
what
all
this
for it.
guy is talking on social media. I mean, he's simultaneously saying crazy things. I mean, this is something that I posted on social media recently as well.
Hmm.
Like, just correct me if I'm saying anything wrong about this guy.
Yeah, go for
Just
it.
correct me. One sec. So, not this, not this. Close it, close it. Only this time. Okay, so Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is now simultaneously claiming that he has won the war. Has he not said it? He said that a few times. Is currently winning the war. He's also said that he's currently winning the war. America's winning the war. Needs help to win the war. He also needs help to win the war. He said that as well.
Yeah, he
So
did.
right, of course he was asking NATO for the help. And needs no help to win the war. Also said that he needs no help to win the war. That's also what he said. Or to destroy the nuclear program he claims to have already destroyed last year.
Yep.
Same thing about the nuclear program. So this guy is actually getting on my nerves right now. I am so pissed at this guy and MAGA supporters as well at the same time, who just keeps on constantly just defending him for no damn reason. No useful reason they defend him. Let's see what is
I
going
think
on
he's
right
just
now.
lost it, bro. I think
Yeah,
he
no,
knows like economically he's getting fucked sideways.
yeah,
Um, so
sideways,
he's lost
anally,
the plot.
upside
Yeah.
down, everywhere. Okay, so let's see what's new in the war. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on right now? Do you know about the incidents from yesterday, by the way? Israel actually hit a Russian base. And then also,
Oh yes, I remember. I think I did. He did. Israel did say, and
I don't even,
Israel and America before going to war with Iran specifically agreed that they will not attack Russia because that would be a difficult war to win, and they
yeah,
both agreed on it. And now Israel is just gonna drag America again into this
that's
Russia war.
something. And they also do the
That is
false flag
insane.
attacks. Like Iraq actually hit a French. Iraq hit a French base, and it was the
Yeah.
biggest base in Iraq actually. Iraq actually hit them. Oh, it was not even in Iraq, by the way. It was in Sudan, I think. And it was the
Uh-huh.
biggest base literally in the Middle East. And I'm suspecting that it was an Israeli attack, and they're using this as like a false flag attack because France was not trying to come into the war, but they want to drag France into the war. They're like, oh,
Mhm.
NATO countries, you want to come into the war? UK is not willing to come to the war. France is not willing to come to the war. They were like, okay, we're just going to be doing false flag attacks, and they're known for this. Not the first time
That's true.
they did that with the World Trade Center. Okay, now what's happening right now? UK's base has been hit. I'm just reading a news right now. Iran fired two ballistic missiles at the US UK military base Diego Garcia in the Chagos Islands. The Ministry of Defense confirmed the attempted strikes and condemned Tehran's reckless attacks. Iran launched two intermediate range ballistic missiles towards the base, with one struck down by a US warship and another failing mid flight. On Saturday, the United Nations nuclear watchdog called for military restraint to avoid any risk of a nuclear accident following reports that Iran's and Natanz nuclear site was targeted in strikes. Holy
Mhm.
shit, bro. What's going on?
But do you think that's Iran attacking, or do you think that's Israel attacking
I mean, this
and
one I'm not
blaming
really
on
sure
it?
about it. I'm not really sure about it. It could be Israel actually attacking. The military says it is unaware of us. Reports have not been
Mm.
confirmed, and Israel's military says it is unaware of a strike on the facility. Okay, Donald Trump said that he's considering winding down the war with Iran. I think he should seriously consider it then. What does he mean by considering? He's been considering for a long time. Just
Yep.
seriously consider it and try a bit harder. As he told countries that he used the Strait of Hormuz shipping lane, that they must guard and police it themselves. What
Huh?
is he trying to say? Guard and police it themselves? I mean, you couldn't guard it. What the
Yeah,
fuck are you
exactly.
talking about? Yeah. However, reports have emerged that the Pentagon have drawn up plans for putting boots on the ground, which would involve U.S. troops seizing Karg Island in the Persian Gulf. They've already put 5,000 boots on the ground. I mean, U.S. has already dropped 5,000 soldiers in.
Yeah.
Park Island. They've also dropped like 2,000 soldiers around now. So it's boots on the ground. It's a forever
It
war.
is, yeah.
What he didn't want,
And
it's a forever war now.
they are trying to get Strait of Hormuz, right? America, that's what they're planning, right?
That's what they're planning to do, but it's not. I don't think it's possible. It's going to be.
It's not gonna be
It's
possible, yeah.
very unlikely. It's
So
very
America
unlikely
again
that
is
U.S.
just gonna lose life for no reason. Americans.
You know what's cool, by the way?
Yeah.
What's cool right now is Gog and Magog. They're coming.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Gog and Magog are coming, dude. It's time. Let's just read about Gog and Magog. Actually,
Yeah.
Gog and Magog. All right. Okay, Gog and Magog are apocalyptic figures in the Bible. So, first, we're reading the biblical point of view, representing forces of evil and chaos that
Mm-hmm.
unite against God's people in the end time. So, who's the God's people? Israel is God's people, right? That's what they say. Israelites are the God's people. So, Gog and Magog are going against them, primarily described in Ezekiel 38 to 39 and Revelation 20, that symbolize a final massive rebellion. Ezekiel depicts Gog as a leader from the land of Magog. Okay, so their biblical belief is a little bit different from the Quranic belief. Quranic belief is that Gog and Magog are two different tribes. They're not even human beings. They're different creations
Mm-hmm.
that have no morals. They would kill everyone. But Christian belief is quite contrary to the Islamic belief. It actually says that Gog is actually a leader from the land of Magog. And where is
Mm-hmm.
Magog actually located? We'll find out very soon. While Revelation views them as nations from the corners of the earth. From the corners of the earth. So, which corners are we talking about? Biblical source. In Ezekiel 30 to 39, Gog is a person from the land of Magog who leads a northern coalition to invade a peaceful Israel. Okay, Israel is not peaceful, by the way, right now. I don't think we have come to the
Yeah.
point where Israel is peaceful. Maybe it will go to a point because right now what's happening is that Iran is actually bombing Israel a lot. And to be honest, Israel's becoming like a rubble. Some of the places, if you look at especially Tel Aviv, it's kind of a lot of buildings are going down. So maybe there might be like a whole destruction of Israel, and after that, Israeli people becomes peaceful. Maybe that's something that we get to see.
Yeah.
They embody chaos and anti-God forces. Okay, wait. Revelation 27:8 depicts them as massive army of nations gathered by Satan from a final battle. So Satan himself is the one that is actually guiding that army. A symbolism, often interpreted as representing the ultimate enemies of God, they embody chaos and anti-God forces. Although they are ultimately destroyed by divine intervention. So ultimately, they will face the consequences. Gog and Magog, even though they will be very successful in the beginning, they'll be killing everyone. But at the end, they will meet their fate.
Mm-hmm.
Interpretation. Throughout history, they have been linked to various invaders, including Scythians, the 10 lost tribes, or modern association with Russia. The 10 lost tribes, they say that all the time, by the way. The
Mm-hmm.
10 lost tribes, are these the 10 lost tribes of like 10 lost tribes of Moses, or like 10, was that Jesus? Like 10 lost tribes of Jesus? Man, why am I forgetting the story about the 10 lost tribes? Okay, 10 lost tribes. Um, Oh, 10 lost tribes are the tribes that actually formed Israel. Yo, Savvy Balestros, how's it going? You're right. We're talking about Israel, bro. We're talking about Israel right now. Okay, so the 10 lost tribes are the 10 Hebrew tribes: Rubeon, Simeon, Dan, Naphtali, Gad,
Marshall
Asher,
Megisu.
Issachar,
You
Zebulun.
remember me? Who is he?
Marcel, I do remember you. I do remember you from one of the lives. Yeah, yeah. Have you ever waterboarded anyone? I don't think. Are we talking about waterboarding anyone? Are we talking about motorboarding anyone? Is that what you're referring to? By waterboarding?
No, I don't.
No, actually, no interest in waterboarding. Okay, Zebulun, Manasseh, and Ephraim that formed the northern kingdom of Israel. They were exiled by the new Assyrian Empire after the conquest of Samaria. Bro, that's why they went after Syria as well, because they were abandoned by the Assyrian Empire. So one of those tribes, some of those tribes were actually abandoned by the new Assyrian Empire, and that's why they
Mm-hmm.
actually destructed Syria. We were discussing war crimes. Yeah, these are war crimes. Well, what is going on right now? Like, what is going on with the world? We were discussing whether you are a British or not. Oh, Marcel, we you want to start that? Whether I'm a British or not? It's here you go, dude. Okay, am I British or am I English? Are we talking? Which one are we talking about? So British, I do have the British nationality, so I am a British citizen. I call myself proudly. I've got a document I can show you. I can take it out of my bag. I can show you the signature. Okay. Anyway, whether I am English or not, that's a good debate. But my argument last time, actually, I can mention it to Fike as well. So Fike, my argument last time,
Yep.
you are a neutral stance. Okay, okay. Oh, you were one of those ones, neutral stance. Okay, I do remember that one. So you were not the bad guy. It was Joey actually. Joey was arguing with me a lot. So Joey actually joined my stream last night as well, but I was talking about MMA. Okay, so my stance actually was that because I said that I would not be English because I am not born in England and I was born in Pakistan. I came over here. So even though I can call myself a British citizen, but I cannot call myself English. But my son would actually be English. And what Joey was saying, he was saying that I cannot be English
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't look like an English person. And what he was referring
Yeah.
to English is he was referring to English as the original people of England. That's what he was saying. He was
Mm-hmm.
saying only they had the claim to actually do it. But I was like, how you can even determine who is the original people of England? Because England was invaded by like the Portuguese tribes in the start,
Yeah.
and then it was like the Scandinavians that came. I mean, you had the Vikings, you had the Normans, you had different Romans,
Yeah.
whatever.
There was
It got
Normans there
invaded
as
by a
well.
bunch of countries. So I was like, well, how do you even define as the original people of England? And then I was saying, look, if the World War actually starts, so this argument, if the World War actually starts and everything gets destroyed, so there's no brown people left in England, there's no white people left in England, there's no black people left in England. England completely destructed. And what happens? In 100 years, people from Pakistan and India, they actually come to England, they migrate towards England, and now you only have brown people in England. So does that mean brown people are English? But then I think was that Marcel's argument, but then they wouldn't probably call Marcel, was that you were saying that they would probably not call themselves English then because they might just change the name of the country because then it might be something else, like they might name it something else, which I agree with, by the way. They could name it something else, but even if they call themselves English, I don't know, because then you could, or we can make like a standard argument, we can make like a standard argument like that's the time period, that's the timestamp, like you need to live in the country for like 3 generations or like 5 generations, so after like 5 generations you can call yourself English, like, but before that you cannot. Are you a psychopath? Do you feel emotions? Yo,
I think
which one
he
are
is a
you talking about?
psychopath.
Well, I am a psychopath. That's kind of true, but I kind of feel emotions as well. No, my argument that British are Celtics, not Christians. Dude,
Are
but
Celts
British.
not Christians?
Okay, so so
Um,
so here you go, right? We're talking about Celtics, not Christian, but that was a different one, right? So you're the one. Did you claim that you're not even like a Christian, or are you a Christian? Because I do remember making that argument as well. Maybe Joey was the one who made the argument of like white nationalists and stuff. And I was like, okay, if you're claiming to be a white nationalist, then you have to be very consistent with it because you cannot be a white nationalist and a Christian at the same time because Christianity breeds in.
yeah, that's true.
I'm not Christian. Okay, if you're not
You can't
Christian,
be
then you
both.
can kind of make that argument as well. But you were kind of in the middle, right? Like you were not sure whether I should be called whether I mean I would definitely not be English. Whether my son would be should be English or not. Okay, so that we can discuss actually. Um, okay, well, who's saying am I a baller or a short caller? Short caller. I mean, I'll call myself a short caller. Are you the Florida bro, dude? I don't throw that many references. Like, I don't even know that much. So, Florida Strangler. I don't know. Does your religion scare you about hell? I in my religion does that. I don't find it good. I am planning to leave my religion, dude. You are planning to leave your religion because your religion actually scares you about death. So what if your religion is actually telling you the reality? What if your religion is the true religion and is telling you a picture that the world doesn't get finished after you die? Maybe there's another world after this where you do get questions, first of all, that you on the test that you had in this world, basically the judgmental questions. And I think that in that case it's probably not the best decision to actually leave the religion. It's probably the best decision to do more research to actually find out what is going on. Savvy, you are a spy? Well, guess what? If I am a spy and I'm telling you I am a spy, means that I'm not a very good spy then. All right, so that's not a very legit question right now. On the stream, seriously? Okay, so I mean, yeah, that question of like religion scaring you, I can see how some pictures, how some people can actually get scared by the religion, the picture that it paints. Like this is what's going to be happening after life. Most of the people would be going to hell. They would be paying for the crimes that they actually committed, burning in hellfire and all of this. But I don't think it's a good enough reason to actually leave the religion.
Read the next comment.
Dude, I think I look like a badass gang. I'm gonna take this as a compliment now. From now, like Florida Strangler, short collar, and Mexican cartel lieutenant. I'm just gonna accept it. I'm just gonna own all of it. Yes, I
That's
am.
too funny.
It's like I'm getting all of it right now, and spy as well. I don't even look like a spy. Yeah, because you guys make fun of me for being like Indian looking and all of this stuff, but at the same time, say you're calling me a spy. When are Indians ever known for being a spy? Fike, what's your opinion, by the way, about like
On what?
let's say the um English people? What's your opinion about like the English people? Who do you think has the idea? Who do you think has the right to actually call themselves English?
Uh, I mean, I get what he was saying, as in like you don't look white, and that's why you're not British, right?
Yeah, yeah,
To me, that does make sense, but I don't know.
yeah,
But if you done the whole process of getting the British nationality, then why should you not be called British? What did you do all that for then? You know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, you could have different type of arguments. Like you can have. Are
But
you
like
we talking
looking
like
as
nationally?
British, yeah, I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, I think he means like ethnically. Like, are we talking about like the nationality stuff, or are we talking about ethnically? I like Indians. Yeah, Marcel, thanks, thanks for that. By the way, I'm Pakistani, but Indian and Pakistani are very close. And when you said you like Indians, do you like Indian in
Yeah,
like a
why did you
brotherly
say thank you?
sense? Yeah, if you like Indians in a brotherly sense, yeah, I'm okay with that. You're cool. But if you mean that you like Indians because you like them, I think I'm still pretty cool because I'm not Indian. But I'm not.
I think he got you with that comment. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, okay, cool. In the broad term,
Hmm.
yes, you're open to
Okay.
like all options in the broad term. Okay, I get it. So, I mean, when he's talking about like being English, I think he's referring to like ethnically. He's not referring to the nationality. And I
Mm-hmm.
think ethnically, what you can have is you can have like a standard argument. It could either be like a timeline argument, or it could be like that amount of time that you need to be spending on that land. So how many
Yeah.
generations, like 3 generations to like 5 generations? Or you
Yeah.
could have an argument of the majority, like what's the majority in the country. So right now, 80% of the people are British, actually. 80% of the
Mm-hmm.
people are like white. So then you can have that argument. Maybe ethnically, only the white people would be able to call themselves English. But then at the same time, there's an other question that actually comes to my mind, like what is white? White. Because if you go back 200 years ago, when Spanish and
Mm-hmm.
the Italian were actually going to USA, they were not considered white. They were calling them
Yeah.
Italian. They were calling them Spanish. But when
Mm-hmm.
English were actually going there, they were calling getting called white. Dutch were white. German white. So what exactly is white? Is white only the one with the blonde hair and the blue
Yeah,
eyes,
that's a bit
or is
weird.
white the one with the black hair and like fair skin color? I don't know. What 12 step program you in? 12-step program. Addiction issues, mental health.
A bit of everything.
I want all 12 of them. Give me all 12 of them. Dude. Holy shit, man. I don't think I've ever
Damn,
been
these
trolled
people
that
love you,
hard.
man.
It's constantly on me.
They're leaving some nice comment for you.
They're
These people love you.
leaving very nice comments from me. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thanks for that. What militia are you in? What is going on right now, dude?
I
What
don't
is
know what
going on?
military is.
Thought he was talking about like some sort of like oh yeah, it is related to like um, a military force that is raised from like the civil population to supplement a regular army in an emergency. Were you in Guns N' Roses? You know, I'm not even a fan of Guns N' Roses. Let me look at everyone in Guns N' Roses. I mean, I know a few songs. I know a few songs, but I'm not like a big fan. Guns N' Roses, dude, that is not my type. I don't think I look like any of the Guns N' Roses. All right, guys, what do you think about Donald Trump? By the way, what do you think? Oh, by the way, do I sing a song right now? I got like a wait. Let me see.
A song?
I wanna, guys, check on my channel. Check out the songs on my channel as well. By the way, if you go to my playlist of songs, like the toilet rapper and the toilet singing, actually, I got some pretty decent songs. I sing all my songs in the toilet actually, without any instruments.
Okay, the
Right in
comment.
Metallica. Metallica I would accept probably. Broad says, bro, on right looks like he's talking to his girl on vacation. Which one are you talking about? Like me or him?
I don't know what he means.
I don't know. Damn you, gangster.
He's gangster,
Oh my,
yeah.
yeah,
Just a bit.
that one I'll take. You don't want gangster, all right? Okay, let me just like let me play one song, dude. I gotta play one song for you. Do you gotta tell me about my
What,
songs?
the Twitter rap?
It's
Or
gonna be
your
like
other
one of the
ones?
total raps. It's gonna be one of the total raps, I think. Are
Even I
you the
didn't hear all of them, by the way.
which one? You have not actually listened to all of my music? The one that I've recently been
I
producing in the toilet?
saw one of them. I think it was
Yeah,
part two or part three.
yeah.
But like, bro, I didn't get it on my feed. I don't know why.
Okay, that's fine, dude. Let me just pull up something.
Are you the Florida Strangler? Honestly.
Are you the Florida Strangler? Honestly, I
What
am the
even is that?
Florida. I'm gonna own it. I am the Florida Strangler, dude. I don't know the incident about the Florida Strangler. I don't know what was happening over there.
So they're fully
Florida
trolling me.
Strangler. Bro, there's also a plant,
Were you
Florida
in the
Strangler
Black
fig.
Panthers? He's asking.
I am the Black Panther.
He's the Black Panther.
It's of life. Okay, okay. Basically, Florida Strangler is a native
Yeah.
epiphytic tree that starts life on a host tree, sending roots down to the ground. Also, it's starting actually life on a host tree, so it's kind of like a parasite. Eventually, enveloping and killing the host. It kills the host. That is unbelievable. That tree is not a good tree. Leaving a freestanding hollow trunk tree, these trees grow up to 75 feet tall in Florida, providing vital food for wildlife. Are you referring to the Florida strength tree, by the way, or that's where the term actually came from? What's the difference between Islam and Hinduism? Okay, Islam and Hinduism are completely different religions. Hinduism is very prominent in India. Islam is very prominent in Pakistan. And by the way, the reason why these two countries got the independence in 1947 was actually on the basis of the religion. Because in India, Hindus was like a majority. In Pakistan, Islam was like a majority. And then they were like, Islam was like a majority. So they were like, okay, two religions living side by side is not going to be possible. So what we got to do is all the Muslims got to migrate from India to Pakistan. All the Muslims, all the Hindus got to migrate from India to Pakistan to India. And what is the difference? Like, what is the logical difference? It's completely different religion. So Hindus, they have three gods. It's Shiva, God Shiva. Is God what is the other god? Man, they've got three gods. So there is a god. Shiva is the
Yeah,
destroyer of
they
the
do
universe.
actually.
Brahma is the producer of the universe, and then there's another god that actually runs the universe, right? And
Yeah.
there are three gods. So the concept of not it's not monotheistic. It's what is the word for like three gods? I don't know what the concept is called. But anyway, Islam has got a concept of monotheism, which means Muslims only believe in one God. We don't do idol worshipping. Hindus actually do idol worshipping. Yeah, chats. India has many gods. India has multiple gods, but they have three main gods. They have three main gods. If
Yeah.
you look at the actual religion, they only believe in what we actually think that Indians, even if you go back like thousands of years ago when Hinduism actually started, they believed in only one God. But right now, it seems like they believe in multiple gods because they
Mm-hmm.
also have made the entities that were actually coming to this to the planet that they were actually going through, or if there were stories about like some deities, they actually made them as gods as well. So they started worshiping them as well. So you know, like with the Muslims, we do believe in angels, we do believe in jinns, but we didn't actually start
Yeah.
worshiping them. We didn't actually consider those deities as like equivalent to gods. But with Hinduism, I
Yeah.
think there was like a bit of misinformation that happened in the middle, and that's why they strayed away from the actual path. Each main god has a wife, which are equally as important. Okay, I don't know about that part, but it's
Don't
probably true as well.
Hindu also worship
Somebody's calling
cows?
me a serial killer. I eat cereal. Yeah.
They've been calling you serial killer for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know whether maybe the YouTube will filter the comment if they actually put the cereal, so they're putting the serial killer, which could also be a reference to me eating cereals every day. I don't know. Okay, wrong, Ishmael.
Wha-
Hindu seems more free. Hinduism probably is more free in some regards, actually, because you don't really have to practice the religion as much like Muslims have to pray 5 times a day. Wrong. Each main god has a wife, which is a good. Okay, just read your own book and you will find some majestic, like Hindu said about Muhammad. Hindu said, no statue worshipped. Read your book.
What?
Wait, Hindu said no statue worshipped? Okay, maybe in the start of the religion they did say that we shouldn't be worshiping the statues, but eventually they did start worshiping the statues. And I'm not going against Hinduism, by the way. Hinduism has some tremendous knowledge as well, by the way. Hinduism is one of the very few religions who has some scientific facts. Actually, Hinduism is the religion that actually says that there's parallel universes, there's multiple universes simultaneously going on at the same time. So this is not the only universe that we actually living in. They also believe in time traveling. They also believe in karma. They also believe in like having 7 different lives. So
Yeah.
you're not coming to the universe just one time, you're coming to the universe multiple times. Yo, Hamid, how's it going, bro? Good to see you.
So they believe
um
in
are you
reincarnation,
a
right?
white South African? Are you white South African?
You might
No,
as well own that.
I'm a
Just say yes.
I'm a black European. That's what I would say. There's also there's a main god. Each other god is him as well. A concept most people don't understand. Okay, one thing I know, Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva is the destroyer of the universe. He's one of the main gods. Lord Shiva is probably the most powerful god. But here's the thing with Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva did not come to this universe just one time. Lord Shiva has come to this universe already 10 times. In the last he has different faces, and when he came last time he came out as Krishna was also Lord Shiva, and now we will have an other version of Lord Shiva coming. That will be the last coming of Lord Shiva. He would come and he would fix every single thing, just like the Muslims have a belief that Imam Mahdi would actually come in the end times. Muslims also have a belief, some of the Muslims also have a belief that Isa will come at the end times. So Hindus have a belief that Lord Shiva will come in the end times and he will fix everything, but he's a god, contrary
Yeah.
to the Muslim belief. Okay, very often. Plus, I love Pakistani women, very attractive. Oh, dude, I love Pakistani women as well. I love women all over the place, but Pakistani woman, damn. Ain Sama, if you want to know more, read your own book. Sometimes people doing opposite to whatever their book said. Are you talking to me? And by the way, are you referring to Islam and do you have a point about Islam? Lord Shiva meditates to Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva meditates to. Oh yeah, Vishnu is one of the gods as well. So you have Brahma, you have Vishnu, and you have Shiva. Lord Shiva
Hmm.
meditates to Lord Vishnu. Are you Russian intelligence? Actually, this is a hidden fact, by the way. No, no, I'm not sharing that with anyone. Chelsea Pradeep, Krishna is Vishnu wrong again. Krishna. So no, dude. Lord Shiva is Vishnu, right? Shiva is Vishnu. Oh, sorry. Shiva is. I believe Shiva is Krishna. Who is Krishna?
You have decent amount of comments. Somebody called you a Pakistani ISIS.
What does Ashish mean over here, by the way? Which god is Krishna? Which god is Krishna? Indeed,
The
Vishnu,
one
Krishna,
with
Lord Vishnu.
multiple
Okay,
heads
Vishnu is Krishna,
is
dude. Sorry. Yeah, that was misinformation. Okay, I take it back. You're right. See, a mom calling me to sleep. Peace be upon you all. Thank you, Ha. Peace be on you as well at the same time. Pakistani's sister. Pakistani sister?
I
What are
think
we
he
even
meant
talking about?
Pakistani ISIS.
Pakistani ISIS. Pakistani ISIS is pretty cool. All right, cool. ISIS doesn't exist in Pakistan, by the way. The one with multiple heads is Brahma. No, every people's to every people they said they did do that this for the religion, yet they hardly read their own holy book. I mean, this is pretty rare to be honest. Only the people who are actually practicing the religion are doing it, like really practicing. Krishna
Yeah.
is a reincarnation of Vishnu. Okay. My bad, my bad. Yeah, Krishna was like a reincarnation of Vishnu, and Vishnu had like 7 to 8 It's multiple reincarnations. I don't want to say exactly how many reincarnations. How many reincarnations?
Savi said Pakistani Secret Intelligence Service.
Pakistani Secret Intelligence Service. Oh no, no, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Mm,
He's
okay.
getting
Okay.
exposed.
The Dahashavatra are the 10 primary avatars of Vishnu, a principal Hindu god. Vishnu is said to descend in the form of avatar to restore cosmic order. The word Dashwatra derives from Dasa, meaning 10, and Avatar, roughly equivalent to incarnation. So you have 10 different incarnations.
Mm-hmm.
So which one was Krishna? He's worshipped as the eighth avatar. So Krishna was the eighth one. Krishna is the reincarnation. Pakistani Secret Intelligence Service. Is the CIA still active in Pakistan, by the way? Dude, Pakistan has ISI. Pakistan has ISI, that's Pakistani Intelligence Service. It is also very good. But CIA actually has hold over Pakistan. I completely believe that. And by the way, look at the injustices that Pakistani army is doing to Afghanistan, by the way. I am a Pakistani myself. But in Afghanistan, they bombed the school recently. They killed so many people. And I think we should be calling that out as well. Like at the same time, we can call out the actions of Israel for doing the injustices in Palestine, what they were doing, bombing kids for no reason. Literally, 5 Hamas members are hiding in the school, but they couldn't even kill the Hamas members. Instead, they got the kids. But at the same time, if Pakistan is doing the same injustice, I think I can call him out on that. Have any kinks? I have a lot of kinks. I'm a Florida strangler. That's one of my kinks. Actually, I'm also a leader of the drug cartel in Mexico, just like you mentioned. That's also one of my kinks. I do have a
Pakistani
lot of
ISIS
kinks.
leader
Mm,
and a spy.
okay. Krishna is worshipped addicts. Krishna is worshipped because he said, "My form is the true form of God." Again, the gods and the rest are part of God. Thus, being all in one. So the rest of the forms of God were not actually the actual form of gods, because the God had 10 different forms as like avatar, and you're saying Krishna is like the actual form of God. What do you think about Christianity, by the way? What do you think about the belief of Christianity? Jesus actually coming to Jesus actually coming to earth to save people, and and actually taking all the punishment for their crimes, so people do not have to pay for this. And God actually restricting themselves to the human body and enduring all the punishment, so he knows what it feels like to actually be in a human body and actually feel the punishment himself. Okay, so you actually believe in the are you a Christian, by the way? Do you believe in the Christianity belief then, in that case? You're from tribal areas. Hikwani is my bro.
Who's Hikwani?
Hikwani. It's like a puzzle, Hikwani. I cannot find the Hikwani. I can find Jukwani. I've collision when we can find the answer to Kwani when accordion. Oh no. I think it must be a different word, actually. It must be a different word. Mhm. So which belief makes the most sense to you? There is monotheistic belief by according to Islam, which is like there is only one God. He's all powerful, he's all seeing. He controls the whole universe. He has got power of the future, he's got power of the past. He knows the future, he can predict the outcomes because literally he created every single thing. And then God is all loving at the same time as well. But then those people who actually commit crimes in this universe, they wouldn't just get away with committing crimes. They would actually pay for the crimes at the end, and then there'll be a judgment day when they will be asked questions. And then there is belief in Christianity, which is also that God is very powerful and God can do whatever he wants. But then God actually limits himself to the body of a human body, to a human being, so he can come to this planet and he can actually save all the human beings for all the torture. And that's why he actually takes away the punishment. He actually takes away the pain that the human beings would have to endure later on, because he knows that human beings would actually commit mistakes. Human beings will do mistakes. and human beings can never be 100% perfect, so it's okay if you're not perfect. You just have to believe in Jesus Christ as a god. And then there will be a judgment day as well, if I'm not wrong. Is there a judgment day in Christianity as well at the same time? I believe Islam and Christianity is limited in my way of logical thinking. What do you think the limitations are about Christianity and Islam, and where do you think those limitations don't exist? Do you not find those limitations in like Hinduism or some of the religions? Um, I mean, these three are like the biggest religions right now that we have, but you have some other religions as well. Like you have Zoroastrian. I don't even know how to pronounce it, to be honest. Zoroastrianism. Zoroastrianism. Okay, to me, Islam actually makes the most sense to me, but I can see like some of the other religions could be a bit more advanced according to some of the people. But when I see the miracles in Islam, and I'm like, there's no way that those miracles, somebody could have predicted those miracles if Islam is actually not true. And Muhammad 1400 years ago, it would have been very difficult for the Prophet Muhammad to actually make something which wasn't a very common knowledge during that time. How can he network from the tribal areas? They my bro. From oh, you have a network with the tribal area guys. Honestly, why you control? So you have control over almost everywhere. Like you know a lot of services, plus you have control of the network from the tribal areas. So that is pretty sick, man. Let me just pull up a beat on. Let me just pull up a beat on.
Are you gonna rap?
I might be. I wrote some stuff about Donald Trump because I was so pissed at him actually, and I was like, life could actually be a good way to actually do something like this. But this one is actually not
you
about
should
Donald
make
Trump.
a
It's something else.
you should make a song about Donald Trump. A rap.
I did actually make a song recently, but it wasn't a rap song. It was like more like a singing. I did it like a hard metal on like a hard metal beat.
Mm-hmm. Savi said Inshallah, and then he said, "You
You
know the
watching the
song Lil Troy. I
you know
wanna
the song by
be a
Lil
baller."
Troy. I wanna be a baller. Might have heard the song. I'm not a
Do
fan.
you know
I'm
that
not a
song?
fan to be honest. I'm not a fan, dude. Also, Hindus don't worship idols. They are a representative of whatever God represents, not the same.
He
So I
might be
know
Hindu. The
you
amount of
might be
noise that
Hindu.
he has, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, it could also be a guy who doesn't believe in any specific religion, who believes in God, and who actually is looking at what religion actually makes the most sense, and actually just doing it just for the sake of learning about the religions could also be. Here's the thing about Hindus, right? So I do know that there's a lot of gods that they actually worship, but they also associate like those superpowers with the gods. So just by saying that they don't actually consider them as god, they actually consider them as the deities who have those superpowers.
Mm.
um might not be the correct way to actually look at it. Have you ever had visions? Me personally, I had visions. Are you talking about the visions that can actually tell you the future? Is that what you're talking about? Or is that something, are you talking about like deja vu, when you actually look at something and you're like, I have seen this before, whether in my dreams or somewhere else? Or you just talking about like real visions, like you had visions and then that shit just happens, or it feels so realistic? I mean, I feel like I did.
He said he's agnostic.
He's agnostic, so he's not fully sure about it. He's open to all the interpretations.
Mm, I see. I'm feeling vulnerable.
What That's what I'm
Your
saying. Like,
favorite
what
friend
would be
said.
the best beat? I'm feeling vulnerable. Why are you feeling vulnerable, Savvy? You don't need to feel vulnerable. You know
You're
Thanos.
making me feel
I know
vulnerable.
Thanos. I know Thanos. Actually, is that the reason that you actually feel vulnerable? I mean, I am just a bad man, man. Like the leader of the drug cartels, the Florida Strangler, friend of Thanos. You know what? You gotta be vulnerable right now. No, like before you fall asleep, a vision of seconds, then it's gone. It's kind of like that as well. And by the way, can you remember your dreams when you actually dream about something that feels so realistic? Can you actually remember how much of a dream can you actually remember? Dude, I had visions. I had visions. I'm not gonna lie about this. Like, I would have a vision and would not even be like asleep. So I'm like half asleep, and I would have a vision about something. But also, like, I had dreams where it was very realistic. Like, it was different sort of feeling. Like, I would say that it feels so real that I would just wake up sometimes, and then when I wake up, I do remember that part of the dream. But then I can't remember other parts of the dream. So I can only remember like 20% of the dream or like 25% of the dream, and then after time, it just goes away. Like, I can't remember anything. And with some of the dreams, I see the dream like multiple times. So I'm seeing the dreams in like internal. So like, I see one dream today, and then tomorrow I see that part of the dream, but then I see some part in advance. So I see like 5 minutes on top of that dream, and then the day after, like a week after, I'll see this whole dream that I saw in the past, and then I'll see some part on top as well. So I don't know the chemistry. I don't know what's happening within dreams, but some people actually believe that dreams might be traveling faster than the dreams might be telling you something realistic, that there might be something happening in a different universe or like a different dimension that you don't understand. The concept of karma and dharma is, or as universal laws, multiverse, meditation, are what draws me more to logic and Hinduism. So the concept of karma and dharma, do you actually believe in that concept, by the way, of karma and dharma as the universal laws? Multiverse, I mean, karma concept is quite real, actually. I'm not gonna lie about this. Like,
Yeah,
there's
karma
people
is
who,
quite real, to be honest. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And multiverse is meditation. Multiverses, I do like that vision as well, because science actually does say that there's a possibility of like having the
Meditation is
multiverses.
interesting.
Meditation are what draws me. Meditation actually having the full relationship with God, or like something outside. So even if you believe in like consciousness, you believe in collective consciousness as a God, because I know that's like a theory as well. Or even if you believe in like a theory of simulation, like we got the headsets on and like we're just living in a simulation. I mean, that still means that we should be looking for some ways to actually communicate to somebody outside this universe. So this space and time that we're actually living in is not real. It's probably fake. There's something bigger outside. It's just like what your brain is actually training you to do. I just don't believe in reincarnation. It's not feasible. Reincarnation, I mean, if you accumulate all the atoms and the molecules in the same place in exactly the same way, then it's kind of possible. But we're not even talking about like the physical reincarnation. We're talking about like the spirit actually coming to the body. So if you believe in like the God, you would actually believe that it's a possibility that the spirit of the human being actually comes into a different body. And then I'm not sure about, even as a Muslim, I don't believe in it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's like part of it. I don't know, but it makes the most sense. Dreams are memories jumbled up. Do you actually just think that dreams are actually memories just jumbled up? Like, sometimes you would have stupid dreams. You would be flying, and then there's flying cars going on, and then your head is like a frog, and then you're wearing different clothes, and it's dreams are stupid. I'm telling you, like, those dreams, how
Sometimes.
are you creating those dreams? So these are not just memories just getting juggled up. And also, what about the realistic dreams? What about the dreams that you haven't seen in real life, but then they come up as so real, and it just feels they're intense. If your brain is trying to put memories into their proper place, animals have their own mind, so we're not that special after all. Animals do have their own mind. And by the way, what's your belief
But
about the
we are able to
consciousness?
learn much more, right, than animals.
Okay, so animals have not been able to evolve, and that's what some people actually believe.
Yeah.
Uh Scrydy evolved from forever. I love Trump in 2024. I can't bet for him. No more Trump. We don't want him. Okay, Marcel, by the way, this is the thing, right? Some people actually believe that the only reason that human beings are different from every other animals, the only reason they've been able to evolve, unlike all the other animals, the only reason they've been able to retain all that information and pass it to their generations and actually see what they're doing. We can even reflect on our own thinking. Animals don't have the ability to do that. Some people actually think the reason why we have this ability is because we came from a different universe. We're not actually, or like a different planet. We might be aliens. So there was a point when we actually invaded, which would be completely against the theory of evolution, by the way. You don't believe in evolution, right? So this is what some people actually believe in. Like, this is completely against the theory of evolution, that human beings actually came from a different planet. So we didn't evolve from like any other animals. Like, if you look at the IQ level of all the other animals, it's not very different from each other, except like maybe dolphins have good IQ levels, or you have like octopuses as having very good IQ levels. Ants are doing some sort of communication. They're living in social tribes and stuff. But other than
Elephants
that,
are
animal,
small as well, right?
huh?
Elephants. They are pretty small as well, right?
Elephants are pretty small. Elephants can actually draw as well.
He
Elephants can draw
draws
as
all
well,
the
so they're pretty smart.
experiences and yeah.
So either you can say that, or you can believe in the other theory, which is like every single thing has a consciousness. So we determine consciousness. We only associated consciousness with human beings as like we're the conscious ones. We have the highest brain capacity, but then they say animals also have the consciousness. Animals can make conscious decisions, and not just the animals and the human beings. This wood has consciousness, this laptop has consciousness, we just can't see it. But it's a consciousness to some level. It's a consciousness because they can actually perform different functions. They have some sort of functionality. Like I can do programming on this thing, I can do programming on this computer, and then this I can do programming in such a way that I'm controlling my own iron, and my iron is actually ironing my own clothes without actually me using any hands, or the robot is moving around and is passing me the food. So it means
Yeah.
those materials that the robot is actually made of do have some functionality. So some people, that's like one of the theories as well, that everything possesses consciousness to some extent. Humans are mammals, of course. Animals dream, they evolve. Do you really think that animals are actually evolving? Maybe they are. Maybe it's not enough time that we've seen, because we've only been around for like a last couple of years, right? And it's very hard to actually match it. With animals, maybe the dogs and cats are actually evolving because now they're getting used to being pet around. I like the concept of reincarnation. A person who abuses animals and pigs for the whole life instead of eternal punishment will be reincarnated as a pig. You know
That would
what?
be
I,
funny.
I probably don't agree with the idea, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
That is funny.
Okay, I wouldn't be mad if that happens. Elephants pass on knowledge. Elephants mourn their dead. They recognize. Also, they have like proper funerals as well. Damn.
Yeah, I think they
They
do more.
recognize family
Yeah.
members from years back. They are
They
conscious.
do cry as well. Like you can see tears coming out of their eyes.
That is
There's a reason
unbelievable.
for
Dude,
that.
I love it. I actually love it.
They recognize family member from years back. They are conscious. Yeah, he's right.
That's unbelievable. Oh my God, what am I doing? Yeah. How do I do it, man? That's what I'm thinking. Like it's a song I
Do
wrote.
what?
Like, what beat do I use? I need to go to the studio and then I need to do it. Yo.
Yeah, I think studio is more suitable. It's better.
Yo, hanging by the ropes, trying to my hopes. Time is passing by. I never stop. Sometimes it gets ugly, hardcore. Gave my all, but came up short. Life is not a straight line, it's a slope. You can joke about it, but it's not a joke. I don't rap the best, but my idea's dope. Finish one hard ass take. Fuck, I can't do it. I need to memorize this shit, then I'll start doing it. And that's the
Yeah,
problem. If you
man,
don't
take
memorize
time.
the shit, then it's like you're kind of like trying to just link up the words.
Yeah. I tried to live without meat for 6 years.
Calling
I
me again,
developed a
again.
lot of health issues.
Let's try to live without
Yeah,
meat 4
without
years.
meat, yeah, it's difficult
I
for a
developed a lot of
person
health
to.
issues. Yeah, what is that theory? Where did that actually come from? So like there's people who actually started spreading the information that most of the cardiovascular actually issues are actually coming from meat. But you know that there was a time when human beings, although they had a lot of fruits, but they had more access to the meats. Like if you look at even in Neanderthals were eating meat most of the times, and that's why they were very
Yeah,
stocky. They had a
100%.
lot of protein, they had a lot of muscle on them, and they were able to survive completely fine. Like Neanderthals did not die because of eating meat. Neanderthals died because there was like a meteorite that exploded, or also because they were in constant battle with like human beings. That was a problem.
Hmm.
So I think meat is actually really good. Meat actually, there's a theory that human beings actually evolved just because of eating meat. So meat actually does increase the protein level in your brain. It actually makes you like more smarter and stuff.
That would be interesting.
You and Irish Revolution. I've claimed so many titles today, bro. I've claimed so many titles today. Yeah. Guys, by the way, I know it's kind of funny. Guys, by the way, check out my playlist. I've got some songs in my toilet rapper playlist and my toilet singer playlist. So I am a toilet rapper and I'm a toilet singer. And you can probably say that is shit, but this is the best that I could do in a toilet. I had no instruments. I literally had no auto tunes or nothing like that. I'm literally doing it on my bass. Check it out later on. No one solved the solution for boredom. Boredom, dude. How do you solve the solution for boredom? And this is actually going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem because in the start, you go back to the history of the human beings. When did the human beings actually originate? Actually, maybe it was like 1.2 million years ago. Maybe it was like 2 million years ago. We have found structures. We have found structure as old as like 2 million years ago, I think. But the actual human being of like this form, actually, us form like the advanced human beings, they started We originated only like 500 years. Sorry, not 500 years ago. A few thousand years ago. It could be like 50,000 years ago, or maybe like 100,000 years ago, something like this, right? So we human beings have just been fighting for the instincts. There's nothing worse than being bored at work. Dude, that is true. Being bored at work, but that's like a completely different thing. At work, actually, you at least you have something to do. There's like a particular job, but we're gonna be running out of jobs. Look, bro, what is gonna happen in the next few years? It's crazy. Like you have no idea. The human beings started from like the survival instincts, right? We were fighting to stay alive. Literally, there were animals hunting us. We didn't have proper skills. What were we doing? We learned how to do the fire so we can actually protect ourselves from the animals. We started creating the weapons. We created like sharp knives and stuff so we can protect ourselves from the animals. That the human beings actually started
Hmm.
meeting other tribes. So like the tribes in Africa are now meeting the tribes from Europe, and they're like, fuck, they look different. Now we gotta actually invade the countries, right? They started fighting each other. So they had to build more weapons. And then the war started happening. Now you have to take over the kingdom. You have to expand your generation. And now the Genghis Khan is coming. He's taking over the whole place and whatever. That was all so during that time it was really hard to get bored. I'm tired now. Sorry, boy. Don't be tired. Are you tired of me? Do you want me to do something for you? Like what can I do, dude? I don't even do anything well. If I could do something, I can't do anything. Okay, anyway. So the point that I'm trying to all the time, alcohol is pointless. Alcohol is pointless. Alcohol is destroying your liver. A lot of people are getting the liver cancer because of alcohol. um Mushrooms probably are a little bit divine, I guess. Like some types of mushroom are kind of divine. Like if people are getting like
Yeah, a
LSD,
lot of people
like
do take
DMT or
those.
some stuff, I mean they'd see some sort of like things happening. They say it's some sort of like a divine experience. I'm just saying that I'm tired. Wait, did you play any sports, or like did you work hard, or like what happened, or did you not have enough sleep?
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
or
sleepless
or
night.
my stream can
Mhm.
just put you to sleep. That's also one of those things. Stay on my stream. Okay, anyway, so my point is that now what's going to be happening is that at the moment we have jobs and like we're stuck with the jobs and stuff, but there will be a time if the world war doesn't happen right now, there will be a time when human beings will be very happy. There will be abundance of everything. You don't have to fight for survival anymore. That's completely gone. What if you don't have to worry about eating? What imagine if you don't have to worry about eating. Imagine if robots are the one actually doing all the work for you. Everybody has got
Yeah.
enough money. You're not even working, dude. So work is actually taking time away from you. But what if you're not even working? And right now there's a trend that some people are trying to push, which is like we're gonna push people away from the health. So right now we have a
Yeah.
motive. We're trying to stay healthy. People are still strong. People are still strong. Why? Because they're going to the gym, they're playing sports. What if they say that there's no point of playing the sports? Like, why are you even playing the sports? Why are you even doing this? Or like, why are you even going to the gym? Like, what's the point of having the muscles? That point you're just like, dude, what do I do? Like there's nothing. Literally, you're playing video games, then you're getting tired, then you're finding new ways to actually have fun. You're like, okay, singing, I'm just gonna watch the concerts, but then you'll be bored of singing, and then you'll be bored of like, but you can't listen to it all day. I can find magic mushrooms growing from cow manure in Hungary where I live. uh okay, is Hungary actually known for having magic mushrooms? Away, I better go. Talk to you soon. I got to eat. Good chat. Yo, Seba, yeah, go take care of yourself, dude. You troll me harder than anyone else, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But have a good one. You should write a book on philosophy. I should actually be a philosopher. Yeah, that's what I should do. I mean, this stream will contribute to it. To be honest, everything that I'm saying in the stream, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna make a
That
book
is
about it.
funny.
Okay. Thanks. Have a good one. Yeah. So yeah, this is the thing. Fike, what's your opinion about this, by the way? Like
About
just like when the robots actually take over, when the AI takes over everything, human beings don't have jobs to do. Like, what are you doing? How are you spending your time?
I mean, it depends what your passion is. I have a different take on this. Although, like, I think like when you eliminate jobs, right? Like not working, then maybe you get to chase your dreams. Whatever your dream is, you get to spend more time on that. But I do get your point as always. Like, what you call it? People are gonna be very inactive as well.
Yeah, I think it kind of depends. Like, if you have big dreams
Yeah.
and you're working to achieve your
Mm.
dreams, I guess then it's a good thing. But for the people who are lazy, I think it'll just be bad because then they don't want to work hard for that dream.
The thing is, people who are lazy are just gonna stay lazy no matter what changes, right?
That's kind of true as well. So yeah, maybe the people who are really active and who wants to do something, maybe they might initiate something new. Maybe they might There, those people are innovative, so they
Or
might
imagine if
find
you
new.
didn't have to work, yeah. If you didn't have to do your 9 to 5, you'd be a world champion right now. Think
Yeah, I'll
about
be
it, bro.
training all day. I mean, this is the thing, and then you'll be
Like
innovative with
that,
other
I'll
things
be
as
doing
well.
same training
You'll
literally
be
all day.
thinking about other things. You'll be like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I can produce
Yeah,
music. I can spend time more time on music. I can spend more time in fighting. I can do more of this, and I can do more of that.
exactly.
It's like, yeah, I mean that's kind of true as well.
Like I
It
think
grows.
work is just like how do you say, you have to do it. It's like a necessary.
It is a necessity. Yeah, nobody actually enjoys it unless you're working at a place that you
Yeah,
actually
nobody
know.
enjoys it. It's like you have to do it to live, basically.
That is true. It's just for the money. Work is for the money. It grows everywhere in Europe, yet it's illegal. Crazy. Okay, is it illegal in Europe? Like, which parts of Europe is it illegal in? And so it's definitely illegal in Hungary. But let me check which part is it like legal in. Ugh, are magic mushrooms? Oh, are they legal in the UK? No, magic mushrooms are not legal. Are illegal in the UK. They're classified as a Class A drug under the Misuse of Drug Acts, making it illegal to possess, sell, or cultivate them, both fresh and dried. Yo, they're not legal in UK. They're not even legal in UK. Mm, mm. Okay, some countries actually allow them. Most bans tightened around 2005 to 2008. However, specific loopholes exist in places like, okay, in Netherlands, you can actually kind of use them in some places where magic truffles are legal. While magic mushrooms were banned in 2008 in Netherlands, magic truffles, the sclerotium of the mushrooms containing psilocybin, psilocybin remains legal and are sold in specialized stores. How many? They're allowed in the U.S. Some states. Oh, they're actually allowed in the U.S. in
Yeah,
some
I
states.
think they are
That's kind of.
in some
What do you
states.
think
Yeah.
about the? What do you think about the drugs? Like, what do you think about the use of the drugs? Do you think drugs should be allowed in like some amount? Because
Um, I think if you're using them the right way, and if it does have some benefits, um, then I think it should be fine. Because
yeah,
medications
but
are made out of drugs, anyways, right? So they
medications
are
are all made of drugs. But
they
like,
are
what?
pretty good.
Uh, Dutch people don't use that much. The Dutch people are like probably the richest in Europe. They actually have a lot of money. That is true. They have a lot of rich history, by the way. I mean, you have like Rothschild. He actually did a lot of development in Netherlands. Medicines and drugs are two different things. That's kind of true as well. Plant medicines and drugs are two different things. So this one, like magic mushrooms, they're plant medicines, right? But here's the thing.
Mhm.
My question is like from the governmental perspective, like which drugs should they allow? Should they be allowing the drugs like weed, let's say? Because actually some people see the benefits in weeds and they're like, okay, weed has got this substance that is actually very good for like curing cancer or like curing COVID or like those things. And weed is actually
Mhm.
not as bad
But people are
if
taking it for different reason, though. That's the thing. So as
people
soon as
actually
they
smoke.
make it legal, they're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
start abusing it. So it's gonna have a negative impact on
Okay, so
the
you think people would be able to
yeah, so the
abuse it
people that
much
are living.
because right now nobody's allowed to actually take it, and that's why.
Yeah,
And people are still kind of smoking
that's why
it,
it's a
but
bit more control. Like people not affected too much. Because I don't know about other people in the comments, but like in UK, there's only certain amount of weed that you can carry. If they find you carrying more,
yeah.
they will take that off of them and also fine them as well.
Okay, okay, okay. I completely
But I
understand the
believe in
argument.
US it's allowed. Like you
Some of
can
the states,
smoke
yeah,
weed
in some of the states it's
publicly.
actually
Yeah.
allowed. I don't know what the stats are in those states. Like I don't know how many people are actually abusing and how many people are dying or how many people are getting the diseases from like abusing the weeds. I don't know, but I don't think weed is like that dangerous. But I do understand that if you
Yeah.
allow it, maybe too many people will start using it because then everybody would have access to it. So it would be like going to a grocery shop, and then instead of getting like a bottle of wine, people will be getting like a weed. But
Yeah,
I kind of
exactly. Yeah.
share the same opinion about like some of the high percentage alcohols. Like let's say vodka, like some of those alcohols. I think there should be some sort of limitation even on those. So
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
because the amount of people that actually alcohol is actually worse than weed, to be honest. Like alcohol, the
Oh,
amount of people who
100%. Yeah.
actually get like liver cancer is bad, bro. Also higher studies in the Netherlands, such as expenses as in the UK, or the expenses as in the UK. Weed is better than alcohol. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like weed actually has some benefits. Like how many benefits does alcohol have? Maybe with the heart diseases, cardiovascular disease, in some conditions, you're allowed to have alcohol, and it
And
actually does
you get
benefit
like
you.
self confidence when you're
S- If
drinking alcohol and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, you get a bit of
So
self
that's why a lot
confidence.
of people drink as well, like before they move to a girl or something.
Yeah, I mean, I can see if you're getting like a glass and like a small glass of
Yeah,
alcohol. I
like
mean, it might have some
basically.
benefits, but what ends up happening is that people start abusing it, and
Exactly.
that is actually
That's
very
it.
dangerous for you to get you like liver cancer and stuff. So, commonly known as ASML is a Dutch multinational corporation in semiconductor company that specializes in the development. Okay, what is ASML, by the way? The alcohol industry lobbies against weed. Oh, I see what is happening. I see what is happening over there.
Mm.
Because if more people actually start smoking weed, you're saying the consumption of alcohol will drop down. So, business and alcohol business do not go hand to hand. They are going against each other.
Mm.
But nothing spiritual. Alcohol is good for digestion in moderation, but nothing spiritual. Yes, this is what I think, right? Because I don't drink or to smoke weed. I mean, I've smoked weed like a few times, but drinking something that I've never actually done. But like, if you actually look at like some of the drugs, right, like DMT and like psychedelic drugs, they actually give you some religious experiences, like spiritual experiences. But with alcohol, I've
Yeah,
never actually heard anyone saying that after drinking alcohol, I had some sort of like a religious experience or like some sort of divine experience, or I feel better than what I was before. I've never actually felt
that's
anything
true.
like
Yeah.
this. Like people like the vibe of drinking alcohol, like in the dance clubs, it does make you move a lot. It does give you that sort of
Mm.
energy, but I've never heard anyone having some sort of divine experience. No need to smoke weed, we can eat it.
That is true. Yeah, they do have edibles though.
Yeah, they do have edibles. Read about ASML. It's a very important company in the world we live in. I'm actually pulling it up right now. ASML, and I'm actually gonna AI it right now.
Alcohol brings you to the toilet and makes you
Viking
pray
Lloyd.
to God.
Alcohol brings you to the toilet and makes you pray. That is true, dude. That is true. I mean, look at those guys vomiting, to be honest. Like, how many guys do you
Yeah,
see
that
vomiting
is
in the
true.
club? ASML is a Dutch multinational corporation and the world's leading manufacturer of photolithographic machines. These massive complex systems are essential for producing the advanced semiconductor chips that powers everything from smartphones and laptops to artificial intelligence and medical equipment. Extreme ultraviolet lithographic machines, which are the ones tools capable of etching the tiny, intricate patterns required for the world's most advanced chips. So, I mean, these guys must be making a lot of money. These
Mm.
ASML guys might be making a lot of money.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I might need to leave now because my
Yeah.
battery is actually very low.
Oh yeah, my battery is low as well. Okay, you can leave right now. I might stream for like a few minutes, but yeah, have a good one. By the way, tonight
You too.
during the UFC event, throughout the whole event, UFC Fight Night London, prelims and the main
Yeah.
card, I'll be streaming throughout the whole event, and I'll be analyzing the fights all while they're happening. So please join the
Okay.
stream.
I will
Dude,
pop in the stream. Yeah.
okay, I wanted to ask you about another thing actually as well. Do you want to train today?
Yeah, yeah. I do want to train.
Yeah, if you want to train, maybe like 6 o'clock might be the best time. Around 6 to 7.
Well, why? Is the car
Because I'm
starting early or
thinking
something?
we're training 9 o'clock, then we're finishing a bit late, like around 12. Because I also want to watch the first fight when Chanel is fighting, and that might be around like
Ah, okay,
11
okay.
o'clock. So if we can just finish around 10:30, then I can watch all the fights.
Hmm.
Because there's a girl from IGM actually fighting, and she's fighting the first. She's the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
fight
No, I
on
get
the
it.
card.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me know. No worries.
All right.
Okay,
See
man.
ya,
Have a good
bro.
one. Take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Bye, bye.
Bye. Um, ASML is crucial because it holds a monopoly on extreme ultraviolet lithographic machines, which are indispensable for producing the world's most advanced microchips. I usually end up owning what I insure. Yes, Viking Lloyd. I know you work in the insurance and stuff. And you were saying your granddad was actually in the he was one of the Lloyds, right? Oh my god, I don't even know what's happening to my shit. My screen is not very clear right now. I don't know what's happened. Oh wow. I don't know what is happening with my camera. Maybe it's my battery is really low. Maybe that's one of the reasons. As of March 2026, ASML Holding is ranked as the most valuable company in Europe by market capitalization, boasting a valuation of approximately billion USTD 517 billion. I mean, you're saying that ASML is actually worth like 517 billion? That is insane, bro. So Elon Musk actually has some Elon Musk actually. So what about Tesla actually? What is Tesla worth right now? I know Elon Musk is worth more, but because Elon Musk actually owns like a couple of companies, so what is the worth of Tesla? Pocket change. As of March, Tesla has a market capitalization of approximately 1.3 oh my god, Tesla is 1.38 trillion to 1.56 trillion. Nothing beats Tesla right now, guys. Cementing its place among the world's most valuable companies. The stock has been trading around 380 per share with a 52-week range. So what are the biggest companies right now? Elon Musk only owns 20% of Tesla. It's the biggest company in Europe. Lloyd's of London rules the world. Oh yeah, you were telling me last time like Lloyd of London actually rules the world. It's owned by hedge funds mostly. Okay, let me just check out like the biggest company in the world right now. Biggest. Oh, guys, just guess what's the biggest company in the world. By the way, I'll let you guess first. I'll let you guess first, then I'll actually tell you. Kings and queens are the past. Yeah, what is the point of even kings and queens? Like, what is the point of that? They don't have any power. They don't have any power in the decision making of the parliament or the country. They cannot take your country into wars or like take your country out of the wars. They don't have the saying in the economic policy of the country, the foreign policy. I play dodgeball Nvidia. Oh yeah, you got it right, bro. You got it right. Okay, BlackRock owns the world with State Street. Google. Oh, you guys, no, it's Nvidia actually. Oh, you're saying BlackRock actually owns the world. So which country do you think is which company do you think is the more powerful, BlackRock or like Viking Lloyd, the Lloyd's Bank? Okay, so Nvidia is the world's biggest company by market capitalization, approximately 4.3 to 4.5 trillion dollars. How do these people have that much money? To be honest, I mean, to be honest, billionaires, trillionaires should not even exist. We should just have. Could you not be okay with like $999 million? Why do you have to be a billionaire? Driven by its dominance in AI hardware, by revenue, Walmart. If you talk about the revenue, it's Walmart is the largest with over 665 billion in the annual sales. Tech giant Apple, Alphabet, and Microsoft follow closely in the market value. Google or Nvidia or Apple is owned mostly by BlackRock and others. Bro, how is BlackRock actually owning Nvidia? BlackRock is a company itself. So you're saying BlackRock itself, the company itself, has shares in Nvidia? Check who owns Google or Apple. BlackRock. That's kind of crazy. Okay, we're just trying to find out the companies that the BlackRock has shares in. Ah, I insure BlackRock. Dude, Viking Lloyd has got the biggest flex in the world. You name a company, and it's going to be like, I own this company. I actually insure the company. That is, oh, my brother is actually calling me, guys. He was asking me for tennis today. I'm actually going to take a quick call. I might actually end up streaming after that, but I'm going to take a quick call to let you know I end up owning what I insure. God damn it, Viking Lloyd, you're a badass. That guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm. Which guy are you talking about, by the way? Nvidia is the largest with a market cap around $4 billion. You're talking about the guy who's talking about Black. You're talking about Hamid when he's talking about BlackRock. Okay, BlackRock holds shares in thousands of companies globally, with over 5,500 total holdings disclosed in recent. They are one of the largest inventors in nearly 90% of S&P 500 companies. Tap holdings include major corporations like Micro. Oh, dude, actually, BlackRock does have a lot of shares in all the companies. They do have a lot of major. They have top holdings include major corporations like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Nvidia, and Alphabet. So, I mean, this is a good fact. I mean, I did not know that that was actually happening. Goldman Sachs and State Street are two others. Okay, I'm actually gonna do my research on this one. So BlackRock is, dude, BlackRock might be running the world. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like they might be one of those. And I know Viking. I know what you talk about. You talk about like Lloyd Bank actually owning the world. Lloyd Bank, I do believe, has a lot of power because the bank has been around for like 500 years and they've been one of the most powerful bank. I do believe they have a lot of power, but I'm getting suspicious that BlackRock actually does have a lot of power. Trillion, uh, Vanguard is a big one too. Trillion is not a billion. Trillion is like thousand billion. Trillion is like insane. Trillion is like insane. But I'm saying, dude, why do we even need billionaires? We don't. For sure, we don't need trillionaires. Why do we even need billionaires? And by the way, you know those guys don't even pay taxes. Like they transfer their money somewhere else, and they're not even paying taxes. We could be just be okay with 999 million. I don't think there should be any billionaires in the world right now. By the way. I have the pattern on the dollar bill under the Gutenberg project. I get a royalty of every dollar printed in every country. God damn it. 20. BlackRock manages approximately 14 trillion in total assets under management. Holy shit, dude. BlackRock is a badass. It's a badass. Okay, guys, I'm still staying on the stream, but I'm actually just gonna make a quick call for like 2 minutes. And I will get back to you and I will let you know whether I'm gonna be streaming or whether I will come off the. I just want to say, have a good one. By the way, I'm just going to play tennis right now, but we will actually discuss this later on. I'm just going to quickly read the comments. Peace. Managing 14 trillion assets doesn't mean they have 14 trillion or are worth 13 trillion. They actually have them in shares. I have a bottomless bank account. Their investors do ultimately. All right, guys. Thanks for joining my live, and it was amazing experience. I'm just gonna get off. By the way, I'm gonna research about all of this. I don't know if actually having shares in the companies that kind of means that you own it, right? Because you do have a lot of shares. They buy and sell properties, businesses buy and sell. BlackRock owns uh, Israel, even they need to be insured. Nvidia is 26 times the size of BlackRock. All right, one guy is trying to promote BlackRock, the other one is trying to promote Nvidia. Guys, I'll do my research and I will be the one who is deciding which one is more powerful. By the way, have a good one. Take care of yourself, everyone. I will join later on.